What's up, everyone? Today there's going to be a different video than normal. Today I went for Dani Moonstar in the featured arena. I ended up putting up 175 mil, which is pretty high, and everybody I heard was going to do 150, so I kept pushing farther and farther. And then I ended up ranked 35, which is static that I pulled her. And why I'm ranking her up right here in these low game plays, I'm going to talk about some stuff. The Gambit relic helps with her crit rating. That helps her hit harder here. I end up changing one of them to the bleeds and to a different setting on there because I was trying to figure it out still. She's a different champ than normal. I knew I usually play with big tankier champs, but Dani has a lot going on for her with her phase mechanics, her prowess, and a lot of it's just great. She hits like a tank. She doesn't even need the Horseman synergy that everybody's been seeing her in either. I'm going to go over how I did this in the last 3 days for never doing it ever before as well. So I started out day one. I went with my 7 stars, which I have 5, not a lot. I only have the bare minimum of the number. And then I went with my R5s, which is 2. And then I went with my R4s, which was 27. Then I went with my R3s, which was 69 at that moment, my R2s that were 12, and then down to my R1s, all the way down to 7.5 PI. I had suicides on for all this to make it faster. I also had the sigil, so it was having the Express Arena, which I'm not going to lie, it helped a lot. So it seemed very fluid that way. And I also did my 5-star champions, my rank 5 stars, and that was about, I think, 20 of them to be exact. This was after I got the 3 multiplier. I did that 3 times a day, starting at 5 a.m. before I went to work, around 3 p.m. after I picked up my kids from daycare, and then at 10 p.m. During that time, before I went to bed to do that one. So it took about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get through all my roster to do this. It wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. You just have to manage your time and set timers with this. When you end up doing that, you have a little basis down. You run through your whole rosters, like I mentioned there. And with my roster, which had 227 champions that are 6 stars, and I didn't even use all of them, I put up 18 mil for the first 2 hours after I started the arena, which was an hour and a half later than usual. My basis was to try to go push as much as I can, as far as I can when I did it. And the first 2 days I didn't use any boost, so the Monday and the Tuesday. But then on Wednesday, when it got into the later stages, because I didn't know how high she was going to go, I used either my 20% or 10% green boost, and either my 15% or my 10% orange boost, which helps boost the PI, including your suicides. And then that night of Wednesday, and then Thursday morning before work, and then during my first couple breaks at work, I would use my top 3 champs, which is Zemo, Abs, and Doom. 2 of them are R5, one's R4, and I would also use my arena boost, the 1.50 6-star boost, which you can get from the arena crystals. I had 5 mil saved up, and I end up going down to 1.5. And mind you, I didn't use any real money at all. These are units I grinded. I got lucky during this grind and got units from the Throwbreaker crystals. So that was just a little sum up of how I did this, how I was able to get that champion. I was doing the talking in the video explaining how you gather. I was gathered to rank 3 and Sig 14 at the moment. So watching Simula's video, which I'll link below, is basically the how-to do this. After every 10 hits on the combo, you gain illusion. So if he hits into you during illusion, you gave the neuro arrows, which is on the left right there, which you can get up to a stack 5, and they have mad energy damage. And when you out the SP1 is what the rotation you want to start with, because you get a passive slow. As you can tell, there's a neuro armor debuff is there as well, and then there's also the energy vulnerability. So when I get to the 10 hits again, as you can see right here, this is just special, so that don't count, but you take it right into the block. See, I'm going to hit him while he's falter still, which is 150%, and I'm going to get up to 5 prowesses and 5 neuro arrows is what you want as well. You want to build to an SP2. and why they are passively faltered right there, you're going to throw your SP2. This is no synergies, mind you, and there was about a 54 hit special 2, about 22 from the red and 22 from the yellow, which is great. She's also low sig, so not going to be liable for a Nick Fury, but I plan on taking her up. So this was me getting off my training wheels here and learning how to play her. So you're going to see me repeat this rotation again. The Gambit relic, grants critical rating, so it helps with her SP2. As you can tell, it's big and fat. Gotta love it. See right there, I'm at 4 neuro arrows. I redoed the cycle all over again. He's going to throw a special. And this is where I'm just going to go to work right here. I'm going to get to right there, passively faltered. Gained up my 5 of the neuros and then my 5 prowess. And then when you see me throw the SP2 right here, you get you see the impact, which causes more damage. And then you also have the prowess that turns into passive prowess, which is great as well. She has a lot of great stuff going for her, and I'm going to get into that here in a minute as well. Getting the phases is what really helps to get more openings, and I'll show that in a later video, which is going to be in Act 7. Once they get down to 10%, when you have the dupe ability, they have marked, which is on skill champions, and they won't be able to heal from anything. So as you can see right there, he's just going to hit into me. This was my first time taking him out to a spin too. I mean her to a spin. So obviously I got better at her than this in these next couple videos. So this next video, I took her into map 5 since we're doing this week to get new recruits in. And I used her versus this Elsa right here. So I found me a skill champion, has bob and weave, and so it's a guaranteed critical. And I did not try to go for the parry, so she wouldn't parry intercept me like her and Kate do as well. I was just trying to play close to the basics since I already got smucked up on the fight before. So right here, I'm going to show you guys, it's going to be an SP1, SP2 rotation. Getting nice little intercepts right here. Excuse me. Just baiting out Elsa's heavy, and her SP1 is what we're going to really go for. I'm going to bait her right there. Since every 10 hit on the combo meter, you have to get your abilities, and it can't be reduced by ability accuracy either. So as you can see, I hit into her when she was faltered, and that's why I have 5 prowess. But when they hit into you, that's when you get the neuro arrows. So as you can see, I'm working both right now. I got 5 prowess, 2 neuro arrows. Trying to get to 30 right here. I'm gonna let her hit into me. Wait again. So when you want to get the real damage is when they're faltered, is when you throw the SP2 or do whatever special you want to do, because that's what will give them additional abilities. See right here, I'm gonna wait till she's faltered, then throw the SP2, and boom, it's basically a big old nuke. So this one's gonna be 7.2. I can't remember the exact chapter. It might be 7.2.2, but EB flow intercept and combo party. And here I went for the SP3, the SP2 rotation. So I'm just going to play it slow right here. Work on getting my 10-hit combos. Ran into it. It's a little different learning a champ like her, especially if you haven't used Professor X or Ghost or Viv a lot. You want to be comfortable letting them hit into your phase and don't get scared or back up against the wall. So right now I have 5 prowess and I have 4 neuro arrows. And I just got an opening intercept, which is great right here. And I'm going to try to get to my next 10 hits on the combo. So wait till I get to 30. I got my stuff damnated by CGR. And I got 5 armor breaks on me, but I can heal for that willpower. And then look, there you go. I'm getting my prowess back. I got 5 prowess. And he's faltered still at that moment, so I went to the SP3. And this is where the wild damage is going to be. The great thing about the passive as well is you have easy intercepts to intercepts. So it should be great in Path 5 and more, I believe, and many other areas. So I got additional prowess, so I have 8 prowess. I just intercepted right here, but I got my hits on the combo meter, so I'm going to wait to get that. And I got additional prowess and the neuros and the impacts. So as you can see, I'm putting major damage, like, this is over maybe 200k worth of damage, yellow and red. And this was just from the SP3 rotation as well. I feel like there's different ways they can use her. I'm going to show you a previous video of doing SP2. And here's the SP2, the SP1 rotation, which I want to give a shout out to my newest member, LastStand, for figuring out this rotation last night. He did a great job figuring this out, and 100% it's money. There's a lot of different ways that you can handle these fights. So as I was saying in my previous videos, I'm going to let the falter do the work. They hit in you, you get neuro arrows, you hit them, they get prowess. I mess up, though, and you'll see why right here. I throw my SP2 without him having that additional falter on him, which if he had additional falter, I would add additional prowess, and that would have ended the fight right here, which sadly I didn't. But I waited and I did the SP1 rotation. I'm going to wait until I'm going to hit into that falter right here, let him hit a basic attack into me, and that's where you're going to see a big SP1 right here. With the node itself and adding that, it's a lot of great things, and you can't even think about them. So lastly, I want to give a shout to all my grind buddies, DJ, Sex in my alliance, Pino, LastStand, Char being my spotter, helped me, Salsa being my spotter. A lot of great people helped me with a lot of great things that motivate me, and can't forget Triple D, who motivate me to get this champ, and I'm going to learn this champ to the full extent. She will be one of my next R5s, and I plan on taking her to wherever I can, any new Mount Everest content, and war. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great time and enjoy this video about my grind and about her a little bit, and I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.